Alright, so welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll basically be covering how exactly you can run your own agency without burning out. I'll be sharing the strategies, I'll be sharing the productivity hacks. However, for those who are new to the channel, my name is Moise Khurram and I'm the founder and CEO of LeaderMax as well as On and D's, my own e-commerce brand, right? So for a quick reference, I've also made one video on how exactly you can work and how exactly I personally work 14 hours a day without burning out, and how exactly I manage my work, my video content creation workflow, my agency, my e-commerce brand, and all the sales call, intro call, and demo call, how exactly I do that. It's covered in the video. You can simply check that out as well, right? That being said, we're gonna just dive into the strategies. I've made a quick workflow for you guys just to understand how the whole process works, right? So first of all, we're gonna get started with automation. Really important. I personally believe that I cannot emphasize much on that. There are a couple of tools like Zapier. If you've got SMMA, there are a couple of tools like Zapier, Make, N10. Zapier is on an expensive side. You can use Make, you can use N10, really useful tools. Once you actually have mastered the automation, you don't even need to hire a single employee. And you can simply automate these whole tasks. That's it. You can automate your emails, you can automate your messages, you can automate every single step that you possibly can think of. All you need is an API key, and that is integrated into the software you're basically using. If you use Slack for internal communication, you can use that Slack API key, you can use the webhooks, and that's pretty much it. So that being said, employees and automation, initially automation might feel like they're a bit expensive, but believe me, in the long run, it can simply beat over the employees. It'll save you time, it'll save you money, and it'll basically reduce your headache and just take those tasks out of your daily list, right? First thing, automation, you simply want to touch that part into your agency. If you're not doing it, believe me, you'll be outdated. You won't be able to scale to the numbers you actually want to be, right? That being said, mindset. I personally believe I cannot emphasize much on that. Most of the agency owners, they have the urge, they know they want to do something, but they're just trapped into the whole setup. They're watching reels on Instagram, they're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. That's it. You don't want to basically go through that path. First of all, based on that, you want to have a condition. Why exactly you're running an agency? It's probably you're doing it for your family. It's probably you're doing it for your own self, or basically to earn that money. There should always be a purpose that is known as why. One thing I like to highlight is that if you're actually doing it for yourself, right, the urge and the mindset will be a bit weak as compared to if you're doing the agency and earning that money for your family. The urge will be there, the mindset will be there. Believe me, this is one of the most common mistakes I've actually seen, and this is the same mindset I personally apply for myself and for agency. I don't do it for my personal well-being, because it's the same way. For example, let me give you a quick example. A person who's just sitting on a sofa, right, is just watching reels and just eating food, watching reels, eating food. He's just stuck in a trap, and he's kind of happy with his life because he's actually enjoying the whole process. He's in his comfort zone. But if you've got some sort of family conditions, if you're through the middle class or even lower class, that doesn't matter. If you're in that condition, you want to have a condition that you're doing it for your family. Once you know that you're actually doing it for your family, you have to work. Otherwise, you'll have to see those basically sad faces, right? So that's the whole point behind that. Your mindset is really, really important. You want to make sure you have a strong mindset. There should be a purpose why exactly you're doing that. And one of the strongest condition is going to be a relation. You're doing it for a relation. It can be your parents, it can be your siblings, it can be any part of your family members. That's it. Then you need to have the urge, and you just have to get started, man. I've seen many agencies owner, and I've talked to a couple of ones as well. They know they want to do it, they know they can do it, but they simply don't do it. Reason being, as I've stated previously, they're just stuck in that trap that is set out for us, right? So you want to avoid that. See, this is basically my agency YouTube channel. You can clearly see I normally post like 1 or 2 days a video after every single 4 to 5 days, but I knew I had to post more. So what I did was downloaded Loom, paid for it, and just got started with just ramped up those videos because I had the knowledge. I wanted to share it to amongst other people as well. So I made a complete cold email course free for you guys. You can just search LeaderMax. It's completely free, and there are 5 really important parts. You can just go into the playlist and just watch it for free, and you'll learn the most amazing strategies that people normally don't tell, right? That being said, we have actually covered automation, we have covered mindset, and the urge to work. Then feel the work, right? What I mean by feel the work, let's consider this as a passion. For example, you like to play football, right? You want to make that passion, you want to convert that passion into a profession. How exactly are you going to do that? So first of all, you know how to play football, you want to get training based on that. Once you've basically got the training, you want to go to gym and just train your body, just basically feel the pain. And during the whole process, you'll basically be having fun. You basically want to do it more and more and more, right? That being said, if we talk about specifically like feel the work, if you know what you're doing, if you know how exactly you're going to do that, and if you have actually like a roadmap for the next couple of years, then believe me, nobody's coming to stop you other than yourself. And once I say that, I personally believe you are your biggest enemy and you are your biggest supporter. So that is the whole concept behind that. And if you want to become something, if you want to be successful in life, normally people say that you have to work 14 hours a day. You can work 4 hours a day. It really doesn't matter. But for me, in order to manage all my stuff, I have to work 14 hours a day. If you are doing such a work that just requires 2 hours a day and you're just earning a good amount of money, and yeah, that's pretty much, if you're earning a good amount of money, then you should only work 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day if that's the requirements are being fulfilled, and just enjoy the rest of your time with your family rather than just hanging out with your friends. Alright, it's alright. I personally don't hang out with friends, right? I personally enjoy to be with my family, right? That's the whole point. Every person in their life have their weakest point, and that is where you want to leverage that and just make the best out of it, rather than just sitting on the sofa and thinking about, oh, my family is doing this, or they're sad and stuff like that. Forget it, right? Feel that pain and just use that pain and convert into energy, and based on that, work 14 hours a day, 20 hours a day, doesn't matter, get 4 hours of sleep every single day. You have to do it. That's the whole process behind that. And what you can do, you can simply subscribe to the channel. It's free of cost, right? Of course. And I normally post really important videos and just kind of expose the whole reality behind working, why people don't work, those tips that normally people don't post. And it's just a complete instead of just giving out you guys high level overview, I actually tell you what to do. So that's the whole process behind that. And I actually promise, one thing is for sure, I'll promise that I'll make a positive dent in your life, right? It's clearly mentioned in my Instagram as well. You can follow me on Instagram. I normally post really important details about agencies, about how exactly you can work more and how exactly you can automate stuff. That being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. Make sure you turn on the bell notification icon and just subscribe, man. It helps the channel, bro. Till then, peace.